Shalom, Allah said, when all praise, all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Dogs of the Apostle, El's Great Millstone, citation of hope for lit, exposition is truth, cause for comes every truth, sacred charity. Artist, the brother, on one above from the Birmingham Camp, Alabama, GMS. Just want to get this sentence going to, how about, how the, these devils, the Edomites, so-called white people, these elites, the bankers and so forth gonna go into hardcore slavery, man. These Edomites in general gonna go into hardcore slavery, man. Gonna be bound up with chains, man. And gonna build up the kingdom and more, These devils gonna have a lot to pay for, once the Israelites starting with our Lord and Savior Yahushua, then King David and the elect of Israel, we're gonna grab these devils up, man, put them in chains, and have them in hardcore slavery, and build up the kingdom, because of all the wickedness they done on the earth and to the Israelites, the children of the Most High, they're gonna have a lot to pay for when the time, in the future probably when that happens, So I'm starting with Psalms 149-6. Let the high praise of the Most High be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand. So, it's that two-edged sword. It's the scriptures, man. The scriptures that we bring out about this devil, so-called white people, Edomites, who they are, who the so-called white people are, which are the Edomites in the Bible, the red people, about destruction of America and so forth, So, next verse in Psalm 149:7, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishment upon the people. So, that's what's going to happen to these two-thirds. Two-thirds of Israel are going to get, but Edomites, so-called white people, red people, it's going to get dealt with, man. When we telling them, week in, week out, doing videos, they go, y'all dealt with so-called white people going into slavery, elites, y'all going into slavery, man. Ain't no escaping your punishment, your judgment to come, which y'all gonna be, bound up in chains and put into slavery, man, into subjection under Yahushua, the David elect, the governing body of Israel, So in this verse, Psalms 49:8, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. So yeah, we're gonna bind these, like I said, these elites, these top echelon, these Edomite, top echelon Edomites, the elites, gonna bind them with chains, man, and put them in, put irons around their neck, yoke of irons around their neck, man. What they did to us, But when we receive those new bodies and power, man, we're gonna be so, we're gonna be strong to where we just drag a whole bunch of Edomites, with chains around their necks and drag their ass around, man. Do whatever the hell we want to do with these damn devils, man. Cause they did what they did. They did what they want to do with us, to the so-called Latino natives, We're gonna do the same. We're gonna do the same with double, So in this verse, on Psalm 49:9, to execute upon them the judgment written, dishonor have all these saints, praise ye the Lord. So yeah, so what is written, man, to execute this with the judgment written, man. So the words of the Lord is not gonna go in vain or void, man. It's gonna happen. You so-called white people going into hardcore slavery, no ands if buts about it, man. No getting around it. Y'all will face y'all destiny, in the kingdom, which is just straight up getting your ass beat down, and tortured, So from there we'll go to Revelation 13:10, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So you so-called white people, you devils, y'all, y'all led the so-called Negro Latino nation y'all into captivity over here to the western parts of the earth, and we built the kingdom, bitch, y'all kingdom up. Y'all, paradise, whatever. But then it's gonna come back on y'all double. Y'all gonna build up our kingdom. And y'all gonna have hardcore slavery worse than we had. Can't even imagine what y'all slavery gonna be. It's just hey, I can't even put into words. But Reno, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. So the sword and the more they gun, but ultimately the nuclear missiles, man, gonna come raining down on you damn devils, man. The instrument, y'all use the bomb. Other countries gonna come right back on your head. Y'all about your shot gonna send those missiles upon America and upon you damn devils, man. You so-called white people, you Edomites. So the same weapon you use, the gun and the bombs, you bomb with your airplanes or whatever, gonna come right back on your head. And it's gonna be Yahweh Shem Shah to make that happen. So here's the patience and the faith of the saints. So that patience, and faith, the saints is the elect men of Israel. 4,000 men. 12,000 men out each tribe. We gotta have that patience and faith and believe that hey, it's gonna happen, man. The prophecy is gonna come about. America being destroyed, these devils going into captivity, man. They're gonna build up the kingdom, and gonna reign forever. With the Lord. No more wickedness. Everything gonna be in order. How it's supposed to be in righteousness. That's the patience that we have. But I'm gonna finish it off with Revelation 2:27. He shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received by my Father. So yeah, man, we'll rule with a rod of iron. We'll beat, bust these Edomites up and these other nations as well. Not just the Edomite, but the Esau, Edom, the so-called red man. No, not so-called red man. Not so-called red man. It's like my bad. Red people, red man. The so-called white people. Gonna be bashed in with the rod of iron, man. Gonna be, like I say, gonna be torture, whatever, man. We're gonna do what the hell we want to do with these damn devils, man. So these damn devils gonna be broken, and shivers, man. Gonna be just totally messed up, in the kingdom, So I just want to go into that, about, how we're gonna bind these damn devils over chains, So with that, I ain't want to make this too long. So again, give our praise to Yahweh Shem Kakadash, to the apostle elders, to the Sisakian brothers, to the few Agwa sisters that do listen. Keep the faith in Yahweh Shah. Keep fighting with that. Say shalom.